It stands for God's on it, and what I loved about it is that you could pronounce it as joy, because joy, to me, is one of the most profound elements I think that somebody can have. I mean, if you have joy, if you're centered in joy, then the outside external circumstances really don't matter that much. I mean, they matter, but it takes the crisis or the crucialness out of the episodes of your everyday life because you have this joy. And to me, it's the way I get joy is knowing that God's on it. So what my whole thought process was when this was all sort of coming together in my own head and my own life was that they're synonymous. It's the same thing. Having God on it, or knowing that God's on it, is joy to me. And as long as I have that, then I'm okay. Knowing that God's on it just gives you that peace and that hope and that faith that things are going to be okay. It's that thing that is larger than you, that is the supreme being or the higher power. You can also use it, as like a prayer to help me, to put God on it, as if it's big, whatever crisis you're dealing with is bigger than you, and you can't deal with it. Also, I use it in celebration, that when things are going right and things work out, and that's God was on it, thank you, that's great. Because as a human being, we have a tendency to rationalize and create cover stories or reasons or excuses why we do whatever it is that we do, especially when it's something that we want to do when we know we probably shouldn't do it. So knowing that God's on it, to me, is a huge commitment. It's that commitment to where you have to be more committed to the truth than you are to your own comfort or your own desires or your own agenda. Knowing that God's on it means that that the truth is there. The truth of what you're doing is there, and it's still going to be part of you, whether you want to consciously ignore it or not. And we can, as human beings, we are set up to be able to have that kind of conscious divide to where we can totally ignore whatever really is going down inside of ourselves. We can totally ignore it. And once we do that, then we sort of split from ourselves, and we have anxiety that maybe we can't explain. So knowing that God's on it, to me, is that it's the part of you that is registering the truth. And if you do get lost, or if you do find yourself in a bad situation, you can go back to the truth because it's still there, and He's been on it the whole time.